Hello, good morning everyone. In today's class, we will discuss about the ant and the cricket. That is the our first chapter poem, and this is this is a fable. And fable is a story about in which animals have the character, or animals play role play as the character, or we can say that in that animals personified as a human being, so they can talk and they can role play as a human being. And this one, a fable, is a story that have the morals also. And this ant and the cricket, this fable is taken from the this fable is taken from the Aesop's fables. Aesop's fable. This fable is taken from the Aesop's fable. And Aesop was the a storyteller, and who was a great Greek storyteller who was famous. And his collection, Aesop's collection, is famous as a Aesop's fable. So in this fable, we will there are two character. First one, the ant, and second one, the cricket. The ant and the cricket. Ant and the cricket. In that, ant is the hard worker. Ant is the hard worker. It collected all the things for the winter. And cricket, instead of ant, cricket is a lazy. Cricket is a lazy. He used to sing, always sing and dance, singing and dancing in the all seasons, and nothing collected at their home for a winter. So what happened in that, how they live in that winter, that all we discuss in that. So and at the end of this fable, a line is written there at the end of this, that you know that cricket has a four leg. Cricket has a four leg, but end of this fable, a line is written there. Some cricket have four legs and some have two. So here this fable is saying or talking about a cricket who has two legs. Now you can think about which cricket have the two legs. This is about the human beings. As you know that human beings have the two legs. That's the thing that we have to discuss, or we will discuss in this fable. So let's read first poem. Then I will describe the meaning of this with the each paragraph. First I will read the whole poem. A silly young cricket, accustomed to sing, though through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring, began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Not a crumb to be found on the snow-covered ground, not a leaf on a tree. Oh, what will become, says the cricket, of me? At last, the starvation and famine made bold, all dripping with wet and all trembling with cold. Away he set off to a miserly aunt, To see if to keep him alive he would grant him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow, he would repay it tomorrow. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. Says the ant to the cricket, I am your servant and friend. But we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by when the weather was warm? Quoth the cricket, not I. My heart was so light that I sang day and night, for all nature looked gay. You sang, sir, you say. Go then, says the ant, and dance with the winter away. Thus ending, he hastily lifted the wicket, and out of the door turned the poor little cricket. Folks call this a fable. I will warrant it true. Some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. So this is our fable. Now let's describe what is the real meaning of it. Maybe there are some words which you can find more difficult. Then first start, a silly young cricket accustomed to sing through the warm sunny months of gay summer and spring. So us here it is talk about a silly and young, a young cricket, not old and not baby, but it is young, a young and silly. Silly means idiot type. A silly cricket, he always used to singing and dancing, accustomed to sing. Underline this one, accustomed to sing. Underline this whole phrase, accustomed to sing. Accustomed to sing means used to sing and dance, used to singing, used to every day or regularly. So he regularly singing and dancing through the warm sunny months in the summer and gay summer and spring. Gay means, underline this one, gay. Gay means happiness. Gay means happiness. So in the happy summer and spring season, he used to sing every day the silly young cricket. Began to complain when he found that at home his cupboard was empty and winter was come. Now, when he reached at home, then he started to make complaints. And complained about what? That he has not collected or secure or save for future in the winter, nothing. So his cupboard was empty, and winter is the season started. Now he has nothing to save, so he has nothing to eat. Not a crumb to be found on the snow covered ground. Now underline this one, crumb. Crumb means little pieces of little bit, means not a crumb to be found, a little piece of anything to be eaten. There is nothing outside. And on the snow covered ground, as you know that on the winter the ground will cover with snow. Not a flower could be seen, not a leaf on a tree. As you know that in the winter vacation, there the ground will be covered with snow, and you cannot find any flower, any leaf on the tree. There is nothing. Oh, what will become, says the cricket, of me? Now he is thinking himself that now what will happen to me? What will I do? At last, by starvation and famine, made bold. Now, at last, when he think lot of, and then of the starvation. Starvation means hunger, and underline this one, starvation. And famine means shortage of food. So after, at last, by the starvation, as he was hungry and he has nothing to eat, and as the famine, shortage of food, made him bold. Now that he decided that I have to do something, otherwise I will die because of hunger. All dripping wet and all trembling with cold. Now as the winter has come, and all around there was snow, so he was wet with dripping and trembling means when we found cold, a little bit cold, then we shivered like this one. That is the trembling. So trembling means shivering. Trembling means shivering with the cold. So he all get wet and started shivering with cold. Away he set off to a miserly aunt to see if to keep him alive he would grant. Now he started to walk towards the aunt, and the miserly means very kindly. He found that they have secure something for the future, so I will let me go there and find that if they can help me or not. So to see if to keep him alive he would grant that, so maybe for my life they will grant me. Grant means, underline this one, grant means give. Grant means give him shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. He wished only to borrow, he would repay it tomorrow. Now when he reached at the aunt's house, then he started. He said that for him, keep him alive, he would grant what he would give. Ant would give him a shelter from rain and a mouthful of grain. Mouthful of grain means to eat something, a food for to eat, a food to eat. So a mouthful grain. This is also a phrase. So he said that to keep him alive, they would grant a shelter from the rain and a food from the hunger. So he wished that, and he also said that you have to not lend me, you have to only, I will only borrow you from you, and I will repay. I would repay it tomorrow. I would like to repay, means give it back when my turns will come. If not, he must die of starvation and sorrow. And if you do not grant me anything, then I will die with the starvation, with the hunger and the sorrow. Says the ant to the cricket, I am your servant and friend, but we ants never borrow, we ants never lend. Now the ant is replying to cricket that I am your servant and friend. I am your servant, I will serve you, definitely I will serve you, and I am your friend. But we have one policy, we ant have one policy, that we never borrow and we never lend. Lend means give. And lend is the opposite of borrow. Lend is the opposite of borrow. Borrow means take and lend means give. So we have one policy that we ants never borrow and never give anything to anyone. But tell me, dear cricket, did you lay nothing by? When the weather was warm, caught the cricket, not I. Now ant is more asking to the cricket, tell me friend, that did you lay nothing by? Now underline this one, lay nothing by. Lay nothing by means save nothing for the future. Save nothing for the future. But now he is asking to Cricket, and is asking to Cricket, my friend, you nothing say for the future. When the weather was warm, the season was warm, then you nothing say. Quoth the Cricket, not I. Now quoth, underline this one, quoth. Quoth means said. This word is used in Old English. In Old English, when they in the writing and poems, they use quoth instead of said. Now we are using said. So now the Cricket said that not I. No, my friend, not I. My heart was so light that I sang day and night, for all nature looked gay. Now he is replying with that my heart was so light, my heart was very happy, as the weather was so happy, so I all day and night I sing and dance, so I have secure nothing for the future. You sang, sir, you say. Go then, says the ant, and dance the winter away. Now here the ant is replying that with the anger, with little bit of anger. You sang, sir, you say. Oh then, go away and dance with the winter. Now get out from here and go and dance. Started dancing and singing with the winter also. Thus the ending, he hastily lifted the wicket. Now at the end, then ant said that go away and dance. Then with a little bit of anger, he hastily, underline this one, hastily. Hastily means quickly. Thus the ending, at the end, he quickly lifted the wicket. Underline this one, wicket. Wicket means here the feather. His feather. His feather. Wings. Feather or wings. So he quickly lifted his wings and started to go outside. And out of the door turned the poor little Cricket. And he turned outside of the door and went away. Folks call this a fable. I will warrant it is true. Folks call, now folks, and as it is, this is a fable, and here it is saying that I will warrant, I will promise, it is true that some crickets have 4 legs and some have 2. Now it is true that all crickets are not here the personification of cricket as a human being. So as you know that all human beings are also not the same. All human beings are also not the same. As you know that some human beings are very hard working, they save for the future, they hard work, but some are there who does not like to work, and they always they are lazy, and they does not think about the future. They always be happy, live always happy, but anything that when they are in the problem, then they started complaining about not securing anything for the future. So this is it, and all the underlined words you have to write in your notebook and do the question answer of this one.